Hey guys, Dazzler Magic here, and I finally put together the deck that I've been talking about forever. Clearly I should have done a pre-rotation because it would have worked a lot better, but we've got the Super Friends deck, and I called it Fwens. So, it doesn't work with a crap, and that's not the deck I'm talking about in this video. Let me just put it that way, because you're probably going to see this and be like, what about this is simplistic, you lunatic? So, you got a point there. You got me on that one. But yeah, this is a 4-color, everything but red. Oh, pardon me. Did I not use the elitist douche nickname for it that people use to look better than everybody else at F&M and scare away new people? This is the Witchmaw deck. Oh, I'm sorry, did you not memorize Glint-Eye, Dune, Ink Treader, Witchmaw, and Yortiller? Well, then I guess you're not really an elitist douche, are you? You're gonna have to stick to the real simple ones like Jeskai and Dimir, even though none of the cards in your deck are from the Jeskai or Dimir guilds. Or Jeskai was a clan, whatever, who cares? They're all dicks. And you know, strangely enough, when I say Christmas or candy cane, people know what colors I'm talking about. Isn't that weird? It's almost like we should use ones that make sense to everybody on their face. Anyway, this didn't really work. It kind of worked. It was kind of funny. This was just hold them off with Death Touchers, ramp up, do some stuff to mess with them and get some bodyguards, and then just unleash ultimates. Just Planeswalker ults, that's it. It's just a stall and ult, you know, what do they call it? Stall and steamroll, a turtle deck or whatever. But I ended up with such a good couple games that I thought, let's just cut out all the crap and just do the stuff that already works. So then we came up with, instead of Super Friends, since there's only 2 Planeswalkers in this, it's PlanesBuddies. Oh, you didn't even know that Ashiok and Garruk were friends. Well, they are. In my made-up lore. So, I mean, this 2/3 generator that exiles their stuff and then you just grab it later and free cast it is just one tiny step down from Oko. And then we've got Garruk, who is probably the most broken planeswalker in the game right now. I'd actually put him at a higher power level than Ugin. No joke. Because once you bring out those wolves for 0, the game is over. That's it. He has no plus. I don't care. Doesn't matter. I mean, technically his wolves are the plus. If anything happens to them, you win because you're just going to emblem him immediately. So this is a you can't get to them deck. And with the wolves out, you can't get to them. So you're going to have to go through the wolves. You're going to have to go through a mountain of Death Touchers. It's not going to work. So between Ashy Larry and Garruk, the formerly cursed Huntsman, damn, dude, this deck is insane. So the whole deck is them, which means I should not be running above 60 cards because you don't want to dilute your game winners when you need these. But there's an enormous amount of card draw and filtering and additional land fetching, so it's like, okay, and then really this has no way to play around mill. So you can either leave it at the 73 cards like it is, or you can shrink it, just maybe get rid of like one of these, you know, whatever, and get it down to 60. I found that it plays better at 73, and I've never had a problem getting these 2 in hand. And I mean, honestly, 73 isn't that high of a number. Usually to play around mill, you need 90 plus, so, there's no direct Planeswalker fetching in here, so I could see an argument to bring it down to 60. But yeah, this deck is just really simple. It's Death Toucher, Death Toucher, Death Toucher, Land Fetcher, Death Toucher, Counterspell, because why not? I mean, if you're running blue. I mean, and I'm not scared of creatures. These will take care of the creatures. I need to stop non-creatures. Then we got just direct kill just in case. Then we got Cloudkin because, you know, it's just a blocker and then a, you know, deck shrinker, draw a card, whatever, and it's a flyer because flyers are a nightmare to this deck. Then we got Cultivate, this is land fetch. We got Scute Swarm, which is bodyguards, and also, let's be honest, a win con. This thing could just win the game by itself. Gonna have to remove this when they ban it, though. Then we got Zagoth Crystal, let's just ramp. A little bit of cycling option, too. Deck shrinker a little bit, not really. Then we got Migration Path, just double, you know, go fetch lands, bring them out, drop them in, yeehaw. It does cost 4, though, so I only put in 2. Then we got Ashiok, Garruk, that's it. And Zagoth, we got some, what else we got? Yeah, Island, Swamp, Forest, Fabled, Evolving, cool. And those are to fix the colors, but really they're to double trigger Scute Swarm. Everything in here kind of has a double purpose, which is kind of cool. So you might think, well, this can't possibly work. Watch the gameplay. Let's go to that. So let's play one in real time here. I'm going to just narrate this as it happens to, you know, take time and explain what's going on. I think that's better than trying to speed through it and narrate it after the fact. Now, you might think, oh, game winner's cool. No, don't start with this. 1 Death Toucher is not going to work. I mean, they're going first. I don't have a way to really drop more in. I mean, you could go 2, hope for 3, drop this, get 2 more, and then go directly to them, but it's not a good start. Not a good start. So let's mulligan. Okay, that's not great, but it is Scute Swarm. Okay, it's good to establish your bodyguards ahead of time, and I start with 3. So this arguably is better. I mean, it's better to start with 7 cards instead of 6, but all right, so there he is. Technically, I didn't need him yet. I could have waited to see what they did, but let's be honest, this is a Red-White Warriors equipment deck. I mean, you'd have to be crazy to not realize that after 1 drop. People only play 4 decks right now, so See, this is dropping Triome. I don't need any of these coming, you know, untapped lands. Nothing fancy, just dropping all the delay ones. Scute Swarm is different. I might go forest straight into them. I'm waiting on their kill spell. Wow, they must have had a garbage open. Holy cow. I mean, that's insane. By the way, I'm playing with a 65 card version of this just to test it, see how it does. And we picked up Ashy Larry. There we go. I mean, if you think about it, between the two of them, it's a pretty large portion of the deck, and you're going to draw a damn lot of cards. So you shouldn't have a problem getting them. Okay, that was just desperate. They're going to need that later to get to my Planeswalkers, but they don't know that. I guarantee they have no idea what I'm playing or what they're playing against. Okay, well, you know, didn't need it. Hey, there we go. All right, so you always want to keep your options open, see what you get here. Okay, Fabled. I mean, I guess I'll go Evolving Wilds first. And then Fabled will be next so I can get to 5 and drop Ashiok directly out. Alright, in case of hasters, I almost should just leave this, but my life total is completely irrelevant, and as soon as the Planeswalkers come out, now it's really irrelevant, because they're not going to try to swing at me. Oh, Akira! Ooh, okay, okay. That's pretty damn good right there. That's no joke. Alright, so luckily I don't have to go to Cultivate to kind of overdo it and go straight to Garruk the next turn. I want to do it this turn. Here we go. Oh, I almost forgot to check if that was blue, because there's two different triomes. Oops. Can you tell I'm not used to this? Oh, I mean, I totally knew Zagoth was the one with blue in it. I'm an expert player. Let's just go full defense. I mean, it's like they're at 19. It doesn't matter. You overwhelm them, and every game that I've ever played with these prototypes, it ended in the opponent just forfeiting. So, oh, Nahiri. Oh, I could see why they would keep this. They shouldn't have. I mean, they would have beat me if they would have went full-blown blitz, you know, turn 2, let's go. But doesn't always work that way. If this was in their opening hand and a couple lands, you know, why not? All right, we got flyers. I always worry about flyers, but, you know, they should be worried about 6, just saying. Oh, and eliminate. It's like it knew. I'm actually going to get rid of Akiri, because this will get rid of Captain Flyboy there. I could cycle it. Not a terrible idea. Because it's like, do I really need more lands? No, not really. I mean, we got Garruk amounts. I don't have a landfall ability. Let's just cycle it. Oops, I don't have enough mana. I'm playing this real smart. All right, there we go. There we go. All right, so I would like her gone. Twice the number of equipment. That's just so bad. I mean, that is so bad. And I need the trigger here because I got to start burying this stuff. I mean, I'm literally at 7 right now. So there we go. So now she could use the -3, but she'd be gone. And honestly, tactically, I'll be back at Ashiok's max level real quick. But he doesn't know that I have Garruk, and that's going to be devastating. I mean, these plus the wolves plus his emblem plus the threat of free casting is just ridiculous. All I'd get out of it is an expedition champion, though. So I gotta do a little better than that. Well, no trample. Still gonna die. I mean, that's... Do you trade or do you wait for more equipment? I mean... I think, yeah, I think they're gonna go Nahiri, -3, Dinger for 1, or him, or whatever. Ashiok's allegedly a genderless, something non-human construct, whatever the hell, who cares? But if you listen to the voice actor, it's like, hey guys, I'm Ashiok, how's it going? Like, okay, I think we know what gender Ashiok is. According to my own canon. Alright, so Ashy Larry's minions are gone. Honestly, I don't need to ult. We'll go with him. Let's see. Yeah, let's just do Garruk. I mean, there's nothing that I give a shit about in his pile here, so... Alright, and the game is officially over. Watch for the forfeit. I'm just going to drop this in. I don't care about cycling, grabbing one more card. I pretty much got everything I need. I mean, a Negate would be nice. Another kill spell would be nice. Another Cloudkin would be very nice. Does he have haste? Okay, good. Alright, okay. I don't actually need another ground death toucher necessarily. I have an unlimited wolf generator. Isn't that nice? So now I'm just kind of thinning out my deck. You might think, oh, you don't need that many more lands. You're correct. I don't need anything past 6, actually. But let's see. Now, what I do need is more cards that aren't lands, just in case. Just a little bit of control cover cards. So I'm just going to send everything because it's funny. And this is where his life total goes bye-bye. Because if he blocks and I lose a wolf, that's going to be bad for him. If he stops these, I don't care, I can create more, and he's not getting to me. I mean, these are just so obnoxiously broken because they're so hard to get to. You have to take these out with a direct spell, basically, or some kind of weird board wipe that doesn't affect you, or just flyers because his deck's weak as shit against flyers. I don't know, I've got Banishing, no, the other one had Banishing Light. I have very few point removal in here. I mean, he's going to get killed by the Swarm. At this point, I don't care. It's just, you don't have to care too much about flyers unless your opponent's running all flyers. So that hurts, but I don't need or want these. That's the part that he's not getting. Here we go. Well, I mean, what else can he do? I mean, he's desperate at this point. So, you know what? I do have point removal. I lied. All right, here we go. Hey, look at that. All right. Cycle that. I don't need it. See what we get. Those are just so nice. And the crystals do this. See, forfeit. I told you. It's just... with Eliminate sitting there, so you might think, oh, you only have, you know, this many counterspells, that many removal spells in the deck. But it works, though. It does work. You get to them. I mean, you could stall out. You could get blitzed by a super fast red or red-white deck. It could happen, but the deck's solid, and plus, there's a mountain of death touchers, so it's not like a death sentence if you go up against a fast deck. So, yeah, this could use a little bit more balancing, maybe, you know, -1 this, +1 this, pretty close tweaking. It's probably within 5% of perfect, but I've got some more gameplay that I'll just kind of show you as examples of how it plays, what happens, that kind of stuff. But feel free to go real big with this, but you'd almost want to put in, like, what's that one? I think that's... no, I don't know. Grim Tutor, that isn't legal and standard, is it? That's historic, I think. I don't know. There's probably some kind of Planeswalker fetch or some kind of look at the top 6, 7, whatever, and grab a Planeswalker. I don't know. There's probably something that does it. You might want to put it in as like, oh, now I've, you know, got more Planeswalkers, kind of, if you diffuse the Planeswalkers. Because then that's perfectly valid mathematically. You do get land problems with higher decks, higher quantity decks, but boy, you will not get milled out. So yeah, that'll be nice. I just wish there was like a graveyard recycler. I'd throw it in. I mean, I'm already running 3 out of the 5 colors. It probably would be in my colors. Where is it? I mean, seriously, there is actually no graveyard recycler, a true one, in the game right now in standard. And that sucks. So anyway, let's go to the gameplay, the other examples. But first, a quick word from this video's sponsor. It's Exter Wallets. Hey, that's not the wallet brand that most people promote on YouTube. Yeah, because these are a lower price and better. They're just a better design. I mean, check it out. You can press the button and they fan out the cards like that. That's pretty cool. They're made out of like ultra premium leather, which is great. But the big thing I want to promote this time around is the solar rechargeable GPS tracking little insert that you can put in the wallet or anything else you own, and then just put it right in your smartphone as an app. Even my parents set it up correctly. You should meet my parents. That's saying something. So you can take one of these trackers, stuff it in your deck box. I mean, kind of obvious in case of theft, but you can put one in your car. I mean, you can buy multiples, manage them all from the app. It's pretty cool. And the battery lasts for 3 months, and that's if it never sees sunlight. So pretty cool invention. But also, I mean, the wallets, the card holders, money clips, all that, they're all really cool. And they're very reasonably priced considering where they're made. So check them out if you're interested. Link in the description. Along with the reminder to use code Desolator-20 to get 20% off your order, or if you forget it, I mean, it says it right on the top, just use the end of summer sale, little 20% off site-wide code. As long as you use my link, they know you came from me. So anyway, back to the epic gameplay. Alright, time for another interesting game that is a really good start with the Cloudkin Seer. You get some blockers, I got a Death Touch, and I've got one of the game winners, plus 3 mana drew into the 4th one. I mean, you can't get much stronger than that. So, I was thinking this is blue-black rogues, and I'm like, wait, that's green, so I'm not sure what I'm playing against here. Should be interesting. Bastion, okay, now I'm thinking Death Trigger, maybe a Resurrection Loop. I haven't seen white, don't know if it's Lurrus, don't think it's Lurrus. I don't know if I ever find out what this guy's running, to be honest. I'm drawing a lot of lands there, unfortunately. But oh, that's right. This ends up being a forced discard deck. It's kind of like almost Rakdos Sacrifice, but with a heavier, like, I'm going to discard and then get things killed kind of thing. Really obnoxious. I'm glad I beat it. Spoiler alert, I beat it. Otherwise, I wouldn't be uploading the gameplay. That's actually not true. Once in a while, I put in losses where I'm like, this was a really good representative game, and there was some back and forth, and you saw how my deck worked. I don't care if I win at that point. So yeah, it's a Resurrector, it's a Trigger, it's a Kroxa, it's, you know, nuke all your cards, don't even let your opponent play the damn game deck, which, oh, do I hate that. I hate that more than you could ever possibly imagine. So there's the Cloudkin there we go. And bring out another one. And that's the thing, you can't get to Ashiok. Nothing you do gets to him, her, whatever. We've been there in the video, who knows? Can't get to Ashy Larry. I'm going to say him because Ashy Larry's a guy. All right. Okay, so he's got a reach get bigger creature as a little insurance policy. That's actually pretty smart. I want that thing dead, so I'll take one to the face. Ashy Larry don't care about taking one to the face. He's going to come back. All right, here we go. So we got Garruk. That's hilarious. Can't bring him out this turn, but I thought, well, let's at least get Cloudkin just in case, and then just turtle some more. So we got 3 blockers. He's got 2 attackers. No problem. I'm very worried about my life total if he starts pinging me with that Bastion, and I don't have a way to get rid of it. Now, if you were to bring this to some kind of F&M or whatever, or played, best of 3, oh my gosh, could you nuke people with the sideboard? You could drop like all the Death Touchers if you're going up against like a mostly spells deck and just put in all counter spells. I mean, can you even imagine that? All counter spells and like just 15 counter spells added to the deck and take out all the Death Touchers because you don't need them. You would crush them. And then you could bring like what? Return to Earth or Naturalize or the other one or the other Naturalized Clone or the other Naturalized Clone. Put all them in your sideboard and then just crush like a Shrines player or like I'm gonna stack up an all that glitters aura deck thing or like a Lurus Loop deck. Maybe you could put Graveyard Clearing in your sideboard. I mean, oh, you could swap and do an 8/7 option sideboard. That would be insane. So you can see I stole his stuff with Ashy and it's over. It's just I stole 3 of his best creatures. I had a pile of like 16 to choose from, so that one's over. So let's go to the next one here. That was an interesting game. I mean, that was a powerful deck. That deck's kind of hard to beat, but he had a bit of a slow start. All right, so we got the Knight. I think I decided, because I wasn't 100% sure what he was playing, to not throw out the Knight too early. I think I wanted to really go for the bonus card. And I haven't seen a creature yet, so I'm still sitting on it, but I want an air blocker, and I want some idea of what he's playing. So now, I suspect it might be some kind of spell dump wizard thing, but it's not. He's just running that as a fluke. It's the typical, 4 or bigger deck. I don't know what to call it. The Chonker deck? Sure. So we got the 2 game winners in there. This deck runs a mountain of force fights. And that ain't going to help you against wolves, and it ain't going to help you against death touchers, although some of them are fake force fights, which is deal power equal, or D damage equal to your power. Here's Garruk's Uprising. We'll probably see that get banned about 3 months from now after they ban the real problem cards, and then everybody resorts to this garbage as a wave 2, or tier 2. I tried to figure out why the hell he's doing that. It's because he has trample. And then he has a death trigger. God, that thing's so annoying. It's a good card, though. I mean, I'm not saying ban it. It's just annoying. It's annoying in a good way. So he's done. You might have saw me put in that good game there because there is literally nothing his deck can do to stop me from winning at this point. Direct Planeswalker kill, he doesn't run it. I mean, a red spell, not big enough. I've got 4 wolves now. What are you going to do? I mean, Garruk really should be banned. It's just nobody plays him right now. So I'm all about ban things down to an appropriate power level and use prediction. Not everybody sees it that way, including wizards. So they'll ban all of tier 1, and then everybody goes to tier 2, which becomes tier 1, and they're like, oh, Garruk is still broken. Now everybody's playing this. Yeah, what did you think was going to happen? I made a little blocking error here. I got the extra 2. That was cool, but he didn't kill a wolf because of that. So I bring out the emblem, and that's it. I mean, it's over. And he's not even gone. Ashy Larry's still bringing out stuff. That's it. So yeah, you can see this deck is really, really, really good. I mean, it's not probably the most amazing thing ever, and it gets blitzed by, red rush or red white usually. But I would say if you need to finish a mission with these 3 colors, and you kind of care about your rank, and you still want to play in ranked, jump in with this. I mean, it's repetitive, it's boring, it does exactly one thing. I hate decks that aren't dynamic and they play the same every single game. But if you just need one of these 3 colors, or 2 of these 3 colors realistically, or you need, I don't know, some kind of, what would it be? Probably not attack with creatures. Maybe kill your opponent's creatures. That would probably be a good mission to do with this one. I don't know. Red or white black would be way better for that. But it's interesting. You might want to put it in your arsenal. I mean, it's a bit of wild cards to build this, but it's not the end of the world. So if you're interested, the 65 card version of the deck list is down in the description right now. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next video.